Hey, coming at you with a Thursday workout. Thursdays for the next 6 weeks are gonna be our booty days. So we got a good glute workout for you today. We're gonna start off with a warm-up. We're going through this warm-up 3 times through. We're gonna do 25 feet of high knees, 25 feet of butt kicks. Then we're going 10 peel-off presses or chops. I'll show you what those look like here in a minute. And then we're gonna do the world's greatest stretch. And it is the world's greatest stretch for any type of movement that you're doing. It's great for your warm up. All right, so first we're gonna do high knees, what that looks like. It's just how it sounds, high knees. And then we're coming back with the butt kicks. Then we're going to get into our peel-off presses. So if you've got a rig and a band, you can wrap that around your rig. A lighter weight band works best for this. You're going to do it at about chest height. And you're going to pull it taut at your chest, and you're going to press it straight out, slow and controlled, while engaging your core. Stacey's doing a really good job of that. We'll do 10 of those each direction. If you do not have a band and a rig, we're gonna do a chopping motion. I don't have a better word to call this, but you're going to one knee up, one knee down. You can do this with a weight or without. I brought props today, so I've got my soup can here. So this is gonna count as my weight. We're gonna go from the lower hip, you're gonna bring that up to the side. Slow and controlled. Again, you can do this with weight or without. We're gonna go 10 each direction with that. It's like a chopping motion. Chopping wood. Chopping wood. All right, from here we're gonna get into the world's greatest stretch. I'm already in position for that. So the world's greatest stretch is you're going to lunge forward into a nice deep lunge. You can put your arms down here. If you wanna go as low as your elbow, you can do that. Then we're going to reach to the side, straight up to the ceiling, get that nice thoracic stretch. Then we're gonna lean back, hit that hamstring, and we're gonna switch sides. Lean forward with your other leg, nice deep lunge. You know, kind of play with your knee here. Where does it feel good? Where do you need to stretch? Get that hip nice and flexy. Again, rotate up towards the ceiling. Thoracic stretch, you're also gonna feel this in your booty. And then back, hit that hamstring. Hold this as long as you need to in that world's greatest stretch. We'll run through that warm-up then 3 times before we get into the workout. All right, let's get into this Thursday booty day workout. We're starting off with 4 sets of 10 deadlifts. We did go through a staggered stance deadlift with you earlier in the week. These are traditional deadlifts. We'll go run through that. Then we're gonna do 3. Note that this on my programming was initially not there. It just said 20 banded walks. We're doing that 3 times through. We're doing it each direction. So 20 banded walks each way, and then we're going 3 times 10 clamshells each way, and then we're going 3 by 10 lunging kickbacks, and then finish it off with a little hamstring curl, 2 sets of 10 for the hamstring curl before we get into a nice cool down. All right, so starting off with deadlifts, we've got options here. I've got a barbell. I'm going to show you some barbell deadlifts. Stacey's got a kettlebell and some dumbbells where she can do the deadlifts. Again, if you're doing this from home, we showed you those good mornings. That is a really good option if you've got a band. And again, you can do these without the weights. That hinging movement for you, that hinging pattern is great. You can always grab, something that you've got at home that's a little bit heavier. I'm thinking if you've got those salt bags, that is an option. That might be a little bit heavy. grab something, a pack of flour, something that's gonna add a little bit of weight on there if you're feeling good with those deadlifts. The most important thing with deadlifts is the good form. We wanna make sure that we're not hurting the lower back or any part of your back at all. All right, so setting up for a deadlift. You're gonna set up with a nice neutral stance. Your feet are underneath your shoulders. You're gonna grab that barbell. It is going to be right over your shoelaces. Shoulders are in line with my barbell here. My shoulders are engaged. I am pulling back and down with my shoulder blades. I'm putting my shoulder blades in my pockets, my back pockets. I'm going to be looking straight ahead, and I'm going to paint my legs with the barbell as I stand up. Stand up nice and tall, slow and controlled on the way back down. You're gonna notice that that barbell path stays straight. My back stays flat. I never have any grounding in my shoulders or my lower back. That is a traditional deadlift. Stacy's gonna show you what it looks like with the dumbbells. So she's got 2 dumbbells, similar pattern, similar movements here. You're going to bring those, absolutely perfect. Look at that form. Nice flat back. And the only thing I would change is your gaze needs to be looking a little bit forward, a neutral gaze. There we go. You can also do it with 1 dumbbell. Awesome. She's got a kettlebell there. Why don't you show them what a sumo stance deadlift looks like? So this is something that somebody can do if you've got a little bit tighter hamstrings and that range of motion is a little bit tough for you. If you bring your legs out wider with your deadlift, the range of motion is a little bit smaller. You don't have to stand up quite as far. This is also a good option for those of you with lower back. You've got some lower back soreness. You definitely try the sumo stance and see if that feels a little bit better. Options if you've got a gym with a trap bar. If you know what a trap bar is, it just allows your arms to be up a little bit higher so you don't have to bend down quite as far. A lot of different variations on these deadlifts. Please reach out if you have questions on that. Next up, we've got banded walks. So a couple different options for the banded walks. Stacy's gonna show you what it looks like with a larger band. She's gonna pop it down underneath her feet. She's going to crisscross that, and she's gonna use her shoulders, her arms to bring that up. She's gonna stay in that nice low squat position. Sorry, that's more of a high squat position. Yes, that's right. And slowly taking steps back and forth. So you're gonna go 20 steps one direction, 20 steps the other direction. If you've got a booty band, looks like this. You can pop that around your knees. And again, you're gonna stay in that high squat position. Really use that booty to step back and forth. If you've got a smaller band, you can also, smaller band like this, loop it a couple times through, pop that around your knees. Another really good option, if you don't have any band, you're just doing this at home, you can hop down into that squat position and you can go back and forth. I promise you, even without the band, this is gonna burn. You will feel that. Next up, we've got clamshells. So if you've got that band, keep that band right there with you. So we're gonna pop down onto our side. You guys see me? All right, so you're gonna be on your elbow, on your side. Knees are at about a 90-degree angle, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop those hips up. At the same time, you lift your top leg like a clam. These are very hard with the band. I would encourage you to start off without the band, clamshell without the band. If that's even hard, you can do it without lifting your hip off the ground and just lift that top leg. Make sure you hit both sides. We're going 10 on each side. You can also use this arm here to help stabilize while you're pushing out. Next up, we've got 3 times 10 lunge kickbacks. These are exactly what they sound like. So into that nice lunge position. We did reverse lunges. We're going to do forward lunges for this. So you're going to lunge with that knee that's down on the ground. You're going to lift that up and kick back. You can do these walking, or you can just do them all on one leg. The walk right in front of you. Perfect. You will really feel that glute after you do these. 10 on each leg, lunging kickbacks. And then finally, we're really gonna hit those hamstrings here with a hamstring curl. So a couple of different options here. If you are at a traditional gym where they've got machines, you can definitely hop on that laying hamstring curl machine where you're laying on your belly, you have your legs under and you pull the machine up. You can pop a band on the rig like Stacey's got here, and you're going to pop your feet through, flip around, lean on your belly, and you're going to pull that band up, pull your heels towards your booty. You can stretch it as far as you need to increase the resistance. Already fell. So there's that option. If you've got sliders at home, or if you're on a carpet and you've got paper plates, I'm going to try to do that here, but our gym floor is a little sticky, so I don't know that these plates are going to slide, but you'll get the general idea of what this looks like. So grab a couple of paper plates on your carpet or use your hamstring sliders. And what you're going to do is lay flat on your back. You're going to pull your heels towards your butt, engaging those hamstrings like this. What you're going to do is pop your hips up. It'll be a little bit easier on the carpet, I promise. Pop your hips up, pull those knees, those heels towards your booty, and you're going to feel it in those hamstrings. You can also do this with a stability ball. So if you've got one of those stability balls, you can put your feet on the ball, pull those heels towards your butt. Get creative. Let me know how this goes for you. All right, after this is our cool down. So once you take about 5 minutes, do some cool down work, stretch out those legs, make sure they're feeling good. Foam roll is a great option. Any kind of yoga stretching is great too, or just a little bit of a cool down, bring that heart rate down a little bit. All right, make it a good Thursday.